Hey everybody, welcome to our Team Legacy call. It is Monday, September 5th, and we are just so excited about the way we ended August and just how we're headed into September so strong. We have some huge goals to accomplish this month, and I know we have a lot of awesome activity planned and more activity that will be planned to accomplish those goals. So welcome everybody. And before we started the recording, we were just sharing some wins, and that has so much been a part of my journey, and I know Allison's too, of just sharing those wins. Every single person that gets started on the trio, courageous conversation, us really sharing those wins. And I know that's going to be a big part of the September activities game, where we're able to share via Facebook Live wins to the Facebook group. So I wanted to start by just asking everybody, well, let me give you a little background. What the September's activity game is, if you probably read Kimberly's Facebook message or the Facebook group, and it kind of explains it all. But the September activities game is just a way we do these games, sometimes monthly, sometimes every other month, but they just give us an idea of what activity we need to be doing to build our business, and what are those activities. So I know a lot of us, we've done coaching calls and we've talked through, okay, what do we need to be doing? What really pays off? And so this activities game is a great way to really find those things that do pay off, and really learn how to get those into your daily method of operation. So I know we've been talking a lot about DMO and daily method of operation, and really, getting a plan for yourself, who you're reaching out to, just being consistent. So this game is a huge part of that. So I wanted to just touch base and see, does anybody need to be added to the Facebook group? Is everybody added to that? Okay, looking great. Alice, I think it's to tell you, I am on the way back from the beach, so I have video, but I just look completely black, so that is why I don't have the video on. Which I'm dying. I just want y'all to see my face because I'm smiling and I love being on here with y'all. Okay, so everybody's added to the group. That is great, and I'm holding a thumbs up. So the next part is, does anybody have any specific questions? And then I am actually going to pull up the game, like the game board, so we can look at that. But just before we do that, does anybody have questions? Yeah. You guys are like all on it. That's great.
We're so ready to learn. I'm ready to look at this board. I was out of town all weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Why do not? Can y'all can like see everything on my screen, right?
Nope.
Not yet. Okay. Good.
Mm-mm.
I'm like filing through like everything.
Should we use, it's like a game board, so should we have our own like little symbol that like that we move across the board? I think that would be fun. Like our spirit animal. Our
Toad. Spirit animal. You are hilarious. Okay, guys. So can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the main goal is that I know everybody kind of works this business differently, okay? So let's see. Ooh, you know what? This is good for me. So Alice, can we do like, so it's what you do every day. So if I wanted to do multiple, like let's say on Tuesday, I'm not working my business all, but I'm going to do a ton of stuff on a Wednesday. So if I don't do anything on Tuesday, I just mark through that. But if I do like 5 points on Wednesday, I just make it up and put it there. Is that your understanding?
I'm going to defer to Taryn because I behind on looking at this.
Oh,
Okay. So Jade, is your question like, so the daily activity, like the Facebook, posting on your Facebook, checking Voxer and Facebook, like if you didn't do that Tuesday, like
if
that is only 1 point per day.
Got it. Okay.
You can't quite,
that makes sense. So, and that stuff is, like even when I don't technically work my business on like Thursdays, I do all of those things. I will do I'll do a post. Well, I usually don't do a post, but I will now.
And so the any day of the week activities, like those can be as many as you want every day. So say you don't work your business Tuesday, like if you send 30 message blitzes Wednesday, like you get 3 points. Or
Got it.
You collect 5 friends on Wednesday and none of, like, so those can be however many every single day.
Awesome. That's great. That is awesome.
One question I might have, and it's probably fine, but like, if you don't do your DMO until Monday, do you still get the bonus DMO point? Things like that. That may be a question for Kimberly. Or do you only get that DMO bonus point on if you do it on actually Sunday?
Yeah. I don't want to get too technical.
Well, you asked a technical person.
I know. Well, I don't want to get too technical, but honestly, it's probably if it said bonus points. Let's see, each activity you do over the weekend. Okay, let's see here. When does it say when to do your DMO?
So there's another, she posted like a list of how it works, and there's other things listed on there. It's like bonus point every Sunday for doing your DMO. Bonus point every Monday for getting on the launch call. So some of the green arrows say it. If you look at the green arrows on the map,
yeah,
those are some of the bonus points. So,
yeah, I would say if it says do it on Sunday, because I think what we're trying to get is like a rhythm of doing things. And,
yeah, absolutely.
If someone does their DMO on a Monday instead of Sunday, no big deal. But for the purposes of the game, I think the best time to do your DMO is if you do it over the weekend. So then you just execute it during the week. But after the game, you can do it however you want to, or do it the way you're doing it and just not get a bonus point. No big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go to that next, but I'm going to just walk you guys through, the reason we're doing this is these are the activities. If we're doing the activity, then we get to celebrate. I think what happens is sometimes we can have a goal and we can get really connected to the outcome. And if the outcome doesn't happen, we get discouraged or, wonder why it hasn't happened. But when we plan that activity, we'll accomplish our goal. And because September is one of our biggest months, and it's the month before conference, we have a Voxer group of leaders, and Kimberly was saying, like, every September it's our biggest month, consistently every year. Rebecca Downing said the same thing. I have experienced that as well. So September is such a big month, and people are so ready to kind of get back on track and get started on Juice Plus. And I was at Starbucks today and the pumpkin spice lattes are out. So people have fall on their mind and they're ready to, even start fighting flu and cold season. So we want to just get this activity of what is the most successful activity. So these are the ones we'll talk about first. So, with this, we want to have a daily activity of, posting a fun post on your Facebook wall. It doesn't have to be Juice Plus. I think a lot of people just kind of, pepper those in. But yeah, having a fun post on Facebook, checking Voxer in Facebook. So for me, I'm great at checking Voxer. I'm going to have to up my game on checking Facebook. But those are some of the things we should just be doing every day. And that's really good as we're teaching new team members is that, we want Juice Plus is speaking of Starbucks, it is like we own our own franchise. So if we own a Starbucks, we have to show up every day. And, checking your boxers, your way of like showing up to work every day. And it is flexible and you can check it whenever, it's convenient for you. But we really do want to check it every day, especially, sometimes you go out of town on a weekend or something, but have a plan of checking it almost every day. And then these are things you could just do any day of the week. So collecting a new friend and getting contact info, becoming their Facebook friend. So for that, I haven't done business cards in a while, mainly because I got married and I threw all the old ones away. But really one of the great ways when we meet new people, whether it's to share about Juice Plus or just meeting new people, connecting them on Facebook is a great way to just make that connection. And then 10 Blitz messages. So we have some Blitz messages that are great for, introducing people to the business, introducing people to the product. And I will post those on our team boxer just to make sure so you guys know where those are at and where you can find those. And then educational event or one-on-one meetings. So that can be we have a big event here in Nashville this weekend, inviting people to events, a one-on-one meeting where you do, a three-way call or a Zoom where there's someone that you're interacting with. And then customer encouragement calls with your team leader. Those are great to do just to help, validate our customers and tell them thank you. And then, of course, posting on our customer Facebook group and Shred group, which the Shred starts tomorrow. So that's going to be great as well to just have that interaction. Do all those activities make sense? I'm going to go off the Shred or the screen share really quick. So does all of those make sense for you guys?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't muted. I'm sorry I was typing so much. Yeah, this is awesome. Totally doable.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that all makes sense. So let me see. I'm going to share one more thing with you guys. And I'm going to see if I can pull up that. Another thing let's see if I can pull up the Facebook. Hey, Taryn, are you where you could talk a little bit about what blitzing you've used and the success you've had with that?
Sure.
What you like to use?
Oh gosh. I mean, when I first started doing blitzing, I just used some of the scripts that we have on the Team Passion and Energy Facebook page under files. We can pull that up and post it somewhere else that's more easily accessible to this group. And I just one day I think I even went through my Facebook friends and I started organizing them into groups on Facebook. And then depending on how I grouped them, I would kind of personalize and word a script that was all about the same kind of thing, whether it was like all new moms or all pregnant women or, just a category. And so I kind of just personalized a script to that. And then obviously threw in a personal sentence or so about that specific person, but copy and paste, man. That's my friend. I think someone said it along the way, like out of every 10 people you reach out to, you may only hear back from one or, so that's why when I get in message blitz mode, I just go for it. And I just don't think twice about it. If you think too much about it, you may talk yourself out of reaching out to that person, but they came to your mind for a reason from the beginning. So, if they don't respond, then I don't take that as a okay, no, they're never going to be interested. In San Antonio, I forget who it was speaking. She gave these great like follow-up, like if someone doesn't respond, then I'm trying to remember what she said. I'll have to look it up. But she had great responses like, hey, I know you really weren't interested when I reached out last time, but I was just wanting to see if now is a good time in your life or something. I don't know. I'll have to find it and send it to y'all. But I've got the longest list of people's names. I think that was the most helpful thing for me, is just writing down names. Like, I have a note in my phone and on my computer of like hundreds of people that I know, and just little notes next to each one of them. And then I just start sending messages. But yeah, I use a script that is on the Team Passion and Energy Facebook page.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a really great resource for you guys to use, and I know that's what a lot of people have used, and it really just gives you the ability to tweak it based on the way you want to tweak it, but it has most of the verbiage there, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. And that's really the goal of the scripts. It's not to take away your personality. It's actually to allow you to infuse your personality into what's being said, because we don't want you sitting around spending like hours trying to draft Facebook messages and text, because our main goal is just to cast a wide net and reach out to people, and the people that are ready, they're going to reach back out, and we just go with that. But it allows us to just reach a larger number of people. So I'm super excited about the texting blitzes. I haven't done as many of those, so I'm excited for me to challenge myself to do more of those as well. And just this activity that we're working on, one of the big things for the game, it's going to help our entire team, Kimberly's larger team, get to 75 Club, which that is what she is working towards. And our team, I had her do the final tabulations, and I was like, okay, how many do you need from our team? And she needs 32 qualifiers from our team, which is totally doable. We ended August at 19. We have several people that have been close to qualifying, so that will have us adding, 13 new qualifiers to our team, and I know it's going to help us just go to NMD so strong, and it's going to help so many of you that are working towards goals. So that is our game plan. Do you have anything else to share, Alice? Any thoughts?
I just thought it was cool you said casting a wide net, because you weren't on my team call on Saturday, but I was just encouraging my team about the story about Jesus telling the disciples to cast their net on the other side when they'd been working all night. And I just love that you said that again. Like, it's so true. Like, we just cast the net and trust the Lord that he's going to provide. And so I know some of you may not be Christians, and that's totally fine. We love you, but I am a Christian, and it was very encouraging. And I think that for all of us, that it's a responsibility to share good things, and that there's blessing in that. So that's really cool, Jade.
That's great, Alice. And yeah, I mean, our biggest thing is to help bring education and understanding to people. And if we do enough of that, which with this activity, that's really all we're doing, is we're educating and helping people understand. And I just love our business and what we do. I went to last weekend. I went to a party for another like direct sales network marketing company, and it was great. They did such a great job, and I was supporting them, and I bought a little something to support them. But I walked away, and I just was like, I just love what we get to do. Like, we get to educate and help people bring understanding. And we of course want them to get on Juice Plus, but they can walk away from events we do, education we share, and they can be empowered to change, their lifestyle, even beyond just adding Juice Plus. So I love what we do. I love that you guys are a part of this mission, and I'm so excited for what we're going to accomplish in September. So y'all, we get to kick off this game. I mean, I know some of us have kind of kicked it off today, but print it out or whatever you need to do. Put it in a note, mark things off, whatever that is. To really just help us all get in building this habit of being consistent, doing the activity, and when we do that, then we can sit back and know that we've done our part and just trust for the rest of it, to come into place. So, we've got a couple minutes. Does anybody else have any questions or any other wins that y'all want to share?
I have a win.
Yeah.
I just wanted to encourage you guys too that when I in 2012, Jade ran the marathon in Memphis, and I got to run a couple miles with her. And while I was waiting for her to reach one of the mile markers we were going to meet at, I met this lady who was running too, and we friended each other on Facebook in 2012. And she just signed up for a children's health study this weekend after I've been sharing with her since that day.
Wow.
And it was just about timing and loving her and like really being her friend, like not just messaging her about Juice Plus. Like I would see things on her Facebook feed and like write a comment, like we can get into a real like habit of liking photos and like, ooh, love, haha. And it's really important to like comment and let people know that, they're beautiful or that looks yummy or, whatever. And just like building a relationship there, it was just time for that to happen. And then also this weekend, my husband and I got to celebrate 8 years. And guys, our trip was awesome. And thank you, Juice Plus Income, for helping us to afford it. Because it's like vacations are expensive, man. And it was just really cool to get to like go to a restaurant and eat what we wanted on the menu. Like, and, not the like dollar menu from McDonald's or, and that was what our life used to be like. And Jade, I know that you're like down there celebrating in Florida or on your way back and some time. And it just really made me so grateful for sticking with it and doing the activity. And I made a friend with one of the restaurant owners and I added her on Facebook, and I am going to share, I wrote her name down because Taryn McPherlison, I am so inspired by you. She's going to my DMO. So,
That's awesome.
It may look a little different, but I also do have a question too, though, for you, Taryn.
Yeah.
When you send out all those messages and you don't hear from people, do you make a note to follow up with them? Okay, and you just do that on Evernote?
Yeah, so I use Evernote, and I will write down every person that I've ever sent a message to, whether I hear from them or not. And then if I do hear from them, they get moved to a different category that I'm in talks with. And then my categories just go from there. But yes, I write down every person I've ever sent a message to.
Okay. Do you have like different files on your Evernote or like wherever it is? Like, is it copy paste into a different group or do you leave them there?
So I have one note and it's just really long and there's just different headers. So like if they start in the top section, then I'll just move them down into the second, but it's all the same note. I probably should clean it up because it's getting pretty long, but as of now, they're all in the same note.
You're giving me hope, actually, because I am not as organized as you. I'm like, oh, I could do a long note. Okay. No, that's really cool. And so, like, just an idea of would a header be like pregnant, shared, not shared? Like, what would be?
So this specific note I have, I mean, this is where I write everybody down. So people I'm talking to about the business. And then I've got right below that, I start listing out people that I want to talk to. And then below that, I have people I have reached out to. And then below that, I have people I need to follow up with or like in talks with. So, I mean, they're not anything fancy. I don't have them like categorized like that. I may write a note next to their name, like why I reached out to them or what I've been talking to them about or what they reached out to me about. But I just have them categorized by business, reached out to, in talks with, need to like close the deal, pretty much. Yeah.
Seal the deal.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's great.
That's great. That's great, Taryn. And I really think just encouragement with you guys, if you, when you do text blitzing, it's probably good to get like a list of people, like get a master list. And don't, you don't have to be like super detailed with it, but just to have it. So when you're going through, you just have some kind of like method to it. That's probably where I have not, and I've got like lists and all kinds of crazy stuff. But like where you think once and then you just execute it. So, you know, making that list of people that you're going to text and everything. So anyways, but keep it simple. And I love that, Taryn, just kind of having a list of being able to keep up with people that you've reached out to. Because as you make it more of a habit, it'll be even more important to keep track of it. So. Okay, guys. Well, Alice, you can stop the recording.